break their limits, getting multiple wins, and basically Tan is just like a cherry on top for J Team. Right now, as Barry is back, this might be the change that we should be looking towards KT, but we see it on J Team.
Yeah, and I like the Gragas hover here coming from J Team. This is really, really strong as a support for DY. He has shown his prowess just yesterday. Now KT.RY has a lot of options. You have Kaisa open, Fiora also open if they want to go for the top lane. Lock-in, Alistar is also open as the support for KT.RY. There is a lot of options this time around for the red side for KT.RY.
They still go with the Kaisa here, possibly for Zero. Do can get this champion up though if he wants to be the one to take control of this. Because I personally want to see this Akali on Zero. His playstyle is just similar to how Z performs on the Akali as well. And right now it is open. It's too early to call the shots to take this champion off. But he has to find a way to eventually get it. Because J Team, if we go towards this second banning phase, we just know that this Akali is gonna get taken away. Possibly even the Garen as well.
Yeah, and J Team's gonna go double down on one of their biggest damage dealers just a while back from game number 1. Zig's gonna be locked in as well. However, Jax would be the change after draft. We asked for something new and they have shown something. KT.RY picking up the Aatrox as well this time around, changing it up for game 2.
Oh man, I can recall from yesterday as well where Dawn had just the biggest zone control against KT.RY that rendered them useless as well. And this is just going to be that blueprint, the plan again by J Team. The Aatrox is just amazing. There has been a tone up on this champion just recently on this patch as well. Just increasing the damage of the World Ender, the bonus damage by 10%, which is huge in retrospect. But is it enough to actually defeat the likes of J Team is the question. I don't think so. I think there still needs to be that proper synergy coming in from the rest of the team. And we have to see Zero as well on his signature champions.
Yeah, and we have to wait. However, Akali and Zed already removed. You asked for signature champions, but J Team doesn't want to see it. This time, you still have Jace open. Lucian's still open as well. If KT.RY wants to put Kaisa in the bottom lane, they could go for these champions as well available for them. J Team, however, still has one ban available as KT.RY already banned Olaf and Volibear in the second phase ban.
So, well, Garen's available. Maybe KT can take it for Ratel at the very least. So it's not really his preferred champions. At times, we do see it being fully utilized. But I think this champion is just much better. Get the Shinzao, get that isolation, so that you have an answer back towards J Team as well. We have seen a lot of just really good plays coming in from talented Shinzao players. And right now, the frontline power of KT.RY is just supreme.
Yeah, and I love what I'm seeing here, Giyang. You have Zeri now locked in, and you know what? The mid lane is now Barry, former Dragon laner as well for J Team. So there's a lot of capability coming in from Barry this time around to utilize this champion. Regardless, J Team is poised here for game 2 to battle it out up against KT.RY for that semi spot. But KT answered back with a Corki.
So it's going to be Kaisa into the mid lane, Corki after Dragon laner. We have the Aatrox for Ratel. I think this is good. If there's a player that can just fully utilize a flex pick, a flex champion, it is going to be Ratel. I can still remember the first time that we have seen him pick up the Ornn and land a triple kill, answering that a 3-man dive of Nigma Galaxy. That's just how strong he is. When KT.RY is being pushed back on the brink of destruction, this guy steps up.
Yeah, and stepping up is something that they have to do if they want to continue to take this into game number 3. KT.RY now brink of pressure and a brink of defeat. Losing one more would put their dreams away to go to the semis and have a chance for the grand finals spot. J Team 1 game away as well to take the semi spot as we are moments away from game number 2. Can KT.RY do the miracle this time? Here today.
That is the question, that big question that we have right now. Who will prevail, right? Can J-Team finally hammer the final nail in the coffin here for KT.RY and take them away from this tournament as well? Or will we see KT put up another fight and extend this game, extend this series for the third match? Because that is the goal right now, and we see really good signs of life coming in from KT.RY. Cheers from the crowd. Amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, a while ago in game number 1, a lot of potential, as you have stated here in the early game. Can they do it once more? Early game and the mid game would be that perspective that KT.RY having so much advantage just a while back, getting 2 objectives. Can they do it again?
I love the prioritization of our CN teams on Zeri. It's just on a different dimension whenever they pick it up. And we do see right now, Barry having a time of his life. Welcome back, Barry, by the way. And we hope to see really good performance on him right now as he tries to redeem himself as well here for J-Team. KT.RY on the Aatrox Rotel doing a really good job here in the Baron lane nonetheless. Against the Jax, it's going to be much easier since the counter-strike is gonna be almost negligible against an Aatrox. All you need to do is land those darkened blades onto him, clear the wave. This is gonna be fine.
And I like how you mentioned about this area as well. Going to be priority for CN teams. And I think that is also a reflection coming into the playstyle of J-Team to be more specific, because Zeri is never going to carry early. Zeri is a scaling champion, needs a lot of items to be able to stronghold the opposing side, to stronghold a specific lane. And from what we have seen from J-Team, they did just that from game 1. And if they can do it once, they can do it again.
And they have seen someone be able to carry and close out the game in a very fast manner as well, right? KBG yesterday against J-Team as well. Anran had a really good performance, topping the charge in terms of damage as well in just 14 minutes. The game was close within 14 minutes. And right now, maybe J-Team wants to have that. Barry has an idea that he can just fully utilize his champion, pressure down the members of KT.RY, force them back. Even if they have double pokes, they can just burst them out.
Yeah, and that's good information coming in from Nomel. Getting that Scarius Bloom, has seen where 0711 would be. And that just states, you know what, we do not want to go over aggressive. Yes, we can damage and yes, we can poke, but we do not want to go overboard. And this is just the power of information. And getting those wards set in stone, you need the risk cutlers as well to give you free vision, free information. That is going to be such a crucial thing to utilize for both sides.
Sometimes you don't see it happening.
Zero, now being assassinated, wants to go for the engage. Killer Instinct gains a little bit more sustainability as Zero turns it around as first blood secured for KT.RY. Now Barry is in danger, forcing out the flash as well to go back to safety. But what a turnaround for KT.RY.
Oh, begging for the bomb. Yeah, well, it's not gonna. Well, nothing is gonna happen there.
Nomel!
What? Well, Nomel just is happy taking that kill. Once again, we see 2 kills being taken by KT.RY. Just perfect.
KT.RY has information though, and now 0711 wants to get them back, and they want to get those blood as Nomel is now pushed back in with explosive cast as 0711 goes for the finish.
2 for 1, not really bad here for KT.RY. Now we're starting to see them get a bit of a gold lead against J-Team. I want to see a replay of what happened a while ago because that was just perfect. Zero Killer Instinct surviving a KT.RY to take down 0711. We will see that just one more time because it was actually a good stealthy play by 0711, but they hadn't included that he will be there as well. Killer Instinct commenced, flashed out, gets a KT.RY, almost even got the kill onto Barry as well. Had it been Zero just being a little healthier, they could have landed the damage onto Barry, but Nomel being there to just get the skill is just top tier.
Yeah, and looking at the flip side as well, how Nomel just got into the backside, went for the hunt, and he's just killing it out there in the back lines, and Barry being defeated here in early on, and the jungle also getting a bitter taste of KT Rolster's power here in the early game is not a good sign. And KT Rolster is looking phenomenal here in 4 minutes.
Uh-huh. I love seeing this from KT.RY. We were begging to see them perform well and go out of their limits. This is the way to do so. Counter out the engages here of 0-7-11, get a couple of picks, get a couple of lead, and have Rattel just be safe here in the Baron lane so that he can get that influence later on.
Explosive cast. Rattel is now in danger, forcing out the World Ender along with a flash as well, but no escape. It is Berry who catches him up. A kill for JT.
That was too greedy coming in from Rattel. Knowing already that the Gragas was there, he should have backed off and kept his distance.
So much damage! No way!
Oh!
So close, and yet it came through. Pan with a Mega Inferno. Bob still secured the kill.
Big punish coming from J-Team, 2 kills, and an RH being spawned here into the mid lane. The charge is going to commence, even if you push him back. That's a lot of gold injected to J-Team.
Phenomenal play. Still, the defense is still up by KT Rolster in the mid lane, and now Nomel attempts to go for the engage to delay them, knock them up, and now DY is isolated, but still a healthy champion to fight up and isolate. Now Killer Instinct coming in from zero. It takes 4 members to take him down, and KT Rolster answered back.
1 in exchange for 2 plus the Herald. Charge into the mid lane as well. Just perfect still here for J-Team. Goal lead from 1,000 gold deficit. Now a 1,500 gold lead by J-Team. This is how economic J-Team is just as a team. They're just so efficient. They're able to just muster up the strength and get as much objectives as they can. Maybe kills, maybe towers, maybe plates, or just macro plays is always on point here for J-Team. Don answering back, preventing a push here from KT.RY. Again, this is how they operate. They have multiple members on top side as well to secure the tower against Rattel.
Yeah, and it's just KT Rolster's moneymaker in the early game and in the mid game, and such a good Mega Inferno bomb. The macro knowledge coming in from these players, coming in from J-Team, denied the push coming in from KT Rolster in the bottom lane, and instead J-Team answers with a turret of their own on top side.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of gold, chunking down the tower in the top lane into half, and KT, okay, still unsuccessful. Isolation was there, no follow-up indeed.
0-7-11
though.
Oh, the knockup coming from Rattel. Denied an engage from 0-7-11. Forced them to go back away. They cannot fight Rattel under the turret. No more wave as well to just sponge the damage coming from the turret. It was just good knockups coming in from Aatrox.
KT was able to take the tower in the bottom lane in the end as well. Is just amazing to see. The dedication by K-Team to equalize a goal is perfect for them to have that fire within them still here in this game and in this series, but it's not done just yet. They need more. They need to take this second dragon. It is going to be the Cloud Dragon, very similar to how it was in game number 1. If they get this, it's going to be huge.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen. Right now, J-Team once again, the master of macros, gets another turret in the bottom lane. However, KT Rolster still leading the charge when it comes to gold lead. I mean, rather, instead, it is J-Team who has the lead. 3k gold lead just from the turrets alone.
Yeah, because as well, it's just better translated into more resources, but...
Yeah, the damage coming in from the backside. DY is there, steadily waiting, and that is the turnaround that J-Team wants. Nomel is down in danger as 0-7-11 is waiting, and now jumps over the wall, catching up, is going for the chase as Nobel is slowed. Yeah, Berry to finish him up. 2 kills down the drain for J-Team.
Want more as well. The cast will be there, but no follow-up as well. They're happy with the 2 kills that they have gotten already because they can just get more resources, get the waves cleared out. We have a huge wave building in the bottom lane as well. KT just becoming too ambitious in that top side a while ago. They should have respected the rotations capable on the side of J-Team because they just recently cleared out bot. And they wanted to answer into the top lane eventually. Looking at the gold difference over time, it's just better, more efficient on J-Team once more. We see this replay again in just a perfect way to utilize those skills from the Ziggs and from the Alistar. And or from the Gragas rather. And Numel just getting caught as well into the very end It's just another bonus that Barry was also the one who got the kill. So gold injection just perfect. Look at the funneling of gold, because this Zeri is starting to be online as well.
Yeah, 100%. And this is what we talked about, how J Team's macro is on point consistently each and every single game, regardless if KT.RY wants to go for more of a push in the bottom lane. J Team is looking for more value on the opposite side of the map. So much consistent farming of gold, so much consistent income for J Team throughout this game.
Right now, J Team is wanting to get a flank, another flank here onto the side of KT.RY. That's package used. Zero is left
There's
behind.
7-11. Zero's isolated. Has to fall back a bit. Very low in HP, and he doesn't want to take that risk. But now you have DY coming into the opposite side. Explosive cast will not connect onto anyone. And that's just a signal for J Team to not go for the engage.
We haven't seen Rattel yet in the mix on any of the fights. Maybe it's time for him to be involved as well, because now J Team is threatening for the second dragon. But KT can just give this away. I think it's more logical to give this towards J Team for now, since they took too much damage from the bottom lane fight. And they have to really go back into the base first.
Yeah, Kai'Sa didn't have any more HP. The rest of the crew was also scattered around and having a damage of their own, so they wouldn't be on a good state if they go for the contest on the Ice Drake. So it's a free objective coming for the side of J Team, and once again, you know what? Get there the game, we're gonna get the late game.
This is the power of the Corki and the Kai'Sa and the Aatrox as well. That is something that J Team has to give a lot of respect. Even if they have the Jax, yes, this is really strong in terms of split push. But in team fights, there's a lot of ways that the Aatrox of Rattel can actually just strive. And since we haven't seen him just yet be involved, that is the biggest mystery of all here in this matchup right now.
Yeah, and at the moment, it's just going in for the macro, wave management, how KT.RY could deny the wave pushes coming in from J Team across the map. If you're looking at the map, in the minimap rather, Jax is in the bottom lane. You have the push coming in from Ziggs in the mid lane. You have top lane also being utilized by Barry quite well, shoving it around and getting that farm up and running.
Right now, J Team just looking for a snipe. There's the Invi. Scary. He jumps. Oh, that is just so scary coming in from J Team. KT is just forced back. That is how scary J Team is right now at the state of the game. 0711 does not hesitate going in. He knows that there is going to be the follow-up from the rest of the squad. Like I mentioned, you have to be extra careful all the time.
Meldo don't need to go for the counter engage, but 0711 is just around the corner. If they go all in, J Team will answer back, and KT.RY is just pinned down on a corner. They cannot do anything. Even going into their own jungle is a risk.
Yeah, because there's always a threat of DY setting up. There's always a threat of a burst coming from 0711.
Not anymore. DY now in front, being in the front lines of this team fight. KT.RY playing a bit more patiently. 0711 jumping over the wall. Namela is really low as Doug gets slowed down by Zeri. But that is just enough for J Team to push them back. Baron is open.
Yeah, a lot of ults has been expended by both team though. Both squads though. Rattel is here. He wants to stop them. Namel is here too.
Worldender could be open. Namel jumping in. They have face check. They have information. Who's gonna take it? It is going to be J Team who takes the Baron Nashor in their favor. And KT.RY cannot do nothing. It is J Team who had the objective, and they are just forced to retreat. So much damage as well coming in from Pan.
Unfortunately for Do, a second late in that teleport. But
is here, looking to get those trades, looking to get values. 0711 is looking to run, and now Corki is gone. The trade is there. Regardless, J Team is still on top of their game.
Yeah, it's just so efficient. It's just so difficult to take them down. 6,000 gold lead now on the hands of this blue side team, and KT is just so confused in what to do as of the moment. The way that J Team is just taking control of every single part of this map is just perfect for them to make sure they get the upper hand all the time. And with the Baron buff, it's pretty much more possible. Dawn is split pushing. It's mid.
could be the final fight. This could be the game-ending fight coming in from J-Team as they isolate Namel, being slowed out. You have Berry producing a lot of damage, still going to be safe. That is a miracle for them, but they still have a hurdle to overcome. It is the Baron Nashor now pushing on 2 lanes, mid and bottom lane.
Mid lane gonna fall, bottom lane is still safe, but this is still a lead that J-Team is extending right now. And one objective is again available in the next few seconds, Infernal Dragon. And if J-Team gets it, this is going to be a huge buff for them and to increase their damage, increase their cooldown reduction as well. It's just perfect. Every single member is ahead against the counterparts here on K-Team. And right now, they're just being forced to be desperate to contest.
And now, Infernal Drake being set in stone for both teams. Daw is there as well, ready to contest. Mega Infernal Bomb, so much damage. Daw's HP is gone, is already half, and now it is 0711 and KT.RY just on the front. They are gone, every single one obliterated and erased from this game. And Namel has to run, Namel has to hide as Nexus is the target by Dawn. But no, it's not over yet. Nama's still alive, the lone survivor for the team. Barry in 0711 though has the plan to delay him to return, and J-Team will be the team that defies KT.RY their dream, and they will proceed to the semifinals where NGX is waiting.
First time that they have met in day 1, 17 minutes on both of the games. This time, it is just better.